Hello all, this is Shiv Prasad Kotagal again at tablamasters.com, and I have with us Naresh Garu and Vanita Garu, who are parents of Tarun, and Tarun has been learning tabla for some time, and they've been part of this journey, and we wanted to talk to you both, Naresh Garu and Vanita Garu. Thanks for accepting this invite to the interview, and we would like to know about Tarun's and your journey of tabla. So, uh, uh, Naresh Garu, I know you're a software professional, and Vanita Garu, you also work part time as well as being a busy mom. I just wanted to get a little bit introduction about yourself. If you can say a few words about yourself, Naresh Garu.
Yeah, so na peru Naresh and I'm Tarun's dad, as Master said, and we have known Shiv Prasad ji for almost 5 years now, and we have been really happy about, knowing him and seeing what he has been doing for our son. And like he said, I'm a software professional. I've worked in the software industry. It's been almost 20 years now, and right now working for a small company startup and been busy with that.
Got it.
And
Very nice.
Hi, I'm Vanita. I'm Tarun's mom. I've known Shiv Prasad ji for 5 years. Our journey started when Tarun wanted to learn tabla, and I'm also in the software field. Life is going on good.
Fantastic. So thank you, Naresh Garu and Vanita Garu, for accepting this interview. Uh, if I go back 5 years, uh, how did it all get started? What was the impetus to get started on tabla? And
Okay.
I sometimes I'm also curious about why tabla and why not other instruments. So please,
Okay.
what was your
So when Tarun was 5 years old, we were in a bhajan, and Tarun saw Vamshi. He is one of your students too, Shivagaru. That
right?
is the first time he saw him playing tabla, and at that time he told me, "Mom, that's the instrument I want to learn." He
Got
saw
it.
it first time and he was like, "That's what I want to learn."
Got it.
I have an older son who's been learning drums at that time. So I waited for some time. And every time I would ask Tarun every like couple of months, Tarun, so what do you think? Which instrument do you want to learn? Because every time I used to show him different instruments and talk to him. And he stuck with tabla for almost 2 to 3 years. So, so then I was like, okay, fine, let me try to find a master. But I didn't want to put him in a group class. There a lot of kids were there because I was
Right.
getting kind of mixed message
Got it.
uh, at that time because he was very
Yeah,
new.
yeah.
So I was talking to Vaidehi Garu at that time
Right.
and Vamshi's mom, and she said there is a fantastic tabla master. Vamshi's been learning with him, and he's very adjusting, and he takes one-on-one classes and all those things. So that's how I came to know about you, Shiv
Got
Garu.
it. Got it.
Approached you, and I think Tarun was in second grade when he started with you.
Got it.
And
Okay.
currently he is in eighth grade.
eighth grade, yeah.
Wow. Wow. Yep. 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 So I remember initially when you came in, when Tarun came in, I could see that he was so interested, and he was so uh, uh, attracted to the instrument, and he they really picked on it very quickly and progressed very well. And now that he's been on this journey for this time, he's basically able to understand so many things and pick up so many compositions. We have done so many complicated stuff too, and he's progressed really well, and he consistently is in the front of the class. I would say front bencher of the class. He's always
All
always
credit goes
mixed.
to you.
No, that's what I tell, parents and we teachers, we have to both. It has to be both. One, it's like two wheels of the front wheels of the car. If one wheel is working, one is not working, it's not.
Yeah,
The vehicle is going to be at the same place. So a
yeah,
lot
yeah.
of credit goes to you both as well, for encouraging, pushing, because learning an instrument, especially a classical instrument, is difficult. It's definitely not an easy job. So
Mhm.
kids have an advantage because they can pick up things very fast, but still it is difficult. And over the years, I've seen, if the parents' involvement is not there, it slowly dies off because it's difficult. It's just plain difficult.
Yeah.
It's not an easy journey. So I'm so glad that we could be part of Tarun's journey and yours journey in tabla. And
I think my fascination with tabla too, because I wanted to learn tabla when I was young.
oh,
I
really?
did not get that time. I love to listen to tabla, and that's one of the reasons when Tarun said tabla. Okay, let's go.
That is good. That is good. That's good. Yeah. Actually, even now there are not many women in tabla, but there are a lot of women. If you see on YouTube, there are a lot of good
Wow,
tabla players.
that's
Um,
good. Yeah.
women making headway in tabla.
Yeah.
So that's great. So talking about what happened after COVID and how we moved on to a completely online situation.
Mhm.
What is your experience? What are your thoughts about what how we conducted the class? Whether it benefited the kids, or do you think they missed out on some um, in-person uh, dynamics that go on in a class?
Yeah.
Generally speaking, Tarun is very what to say. He knows what he wants and what he wants to do.
He's
Uh,
on top of things. Yeah.
Yeah,
we don't mess. We don't have to mess with him. He and
He's
literally
pretty
say
good at
he
that. Yeah.
pushes me out. He says, I will take care. You don't have to be." So most, to be honest, I don't know what's going on. But
got it.
the fact that he is taking care of his things makes
Yes,
it easier for us too,
Mhm.
because then I don't. All I have to do is, Tarun, did you do this? Tarun, did you do that kind of checks?
got it.
And that I think he takes care of his stuff
Yeah.
pretty much.
That's
I
that's
mean,
very good. Yeah.
yeah,
So
yeah. First of all, like I have to appreciate the amount of effort you have taken
That's true. Very, very true. Conduct the
to
class
to move
online.
this online, because I'm
right,
sure it's a lot of work on your side as well.
right,
And
right, right. Uh,
and given, I'm sure that with the technology you get a lot of issues as well, but given all that, you've done an amazing job, and I really thank you for that effort.
Yeah,
Otherwise, you'd have missed out so much on it. So
right,
very.
right,
It was a pretty smooth transition, right?
yeah,
At least
yeah,
for
right.
kids, I think.
That's amazing. And yeah, kids are today are technology for them is back of the back of the hand. They're just
right.
they pick it up like this. For us,
Yeah,
probably in our generation, we still struggle with a little bit of technology,
yeah,
but these kids are really. So I didn't see any as soon as I said app whatever, go here. I had never had any difficulty from kids about struggling to reach where I was asking them to go. So
yeah,
that's
yeah,
that's that's
yeah.
been definitely a blessing, and I appreciate the acknowledgement that it helped. I as a teacher I did see that some of the students, like for example, I had noticed they have some deficiency in their strokes or whatever, and I saw that after we went online, slowly things started improving. Though uh, I was trying to do coach them in whenever we had classes, but I saw that the improvement was faster. So
Oh,
I'm thinking, when they go back and watch the lessons online, and they're picking up from that angle also.
yeah,
That's
They're
good.
yeah.
they're
Oh,
they're
that's good.
probably improving on using those resources as well. So I do feel happy about we having gone ahead with that arrangement.
Yeah, yeah.
So, and now that Tarun is in his fifth level, which is pretty advanced, fifth level of certification. What do you think about his progress? Uh, this program of certification? What's your thoughts? Is that, as a parent, do you think has it helped Tarun? Um, what's your thoughts?
Sure. Yeah. I mean, it's a great thing that he's doing it, because I think it gives them goals. And Tharun is one of those childs where when you set a goal, he latches onto it and then he works towards it. So it
Right.
makes it easy to challenge him and then make him learn. So because he wants to achieve some goals, and when he sets his sight on those goals, he does progress. So I think having this certification gives a sort of motivation for the kids to push themselves, and then in the process they explore their skills and they learn more, right? So
Got it. Got
I
it.
think that's really really helpful. And so again, that gives a goal for the kids who are learning this, right?
True.
Some people learn it on their own interest. Some people need some sort of motivation like this so that they use this
True.
to learn the art. I mean, I guess the
True.
ultimate goal is to progress the art, right?
True.
So
True.
and this sometimes this helps kids, and Tarun is one of those kids who, when you give these things, he will take it, and in the process, he will discover the art. I guess so. I think
Correct.
helpful.
Yes. Absolutely.
And more than everything, I really appreciate that you took that effort to bring the exam. You know,
Oh yeah,
you would have gone through
definitely.
so many things. I know
It's not easy.
previously, I know people used to travel to like New Jersey and California to
Correct. Yes.
take these exams, right? You made it
Yes.
simple for us. We have no idea about all those things. So
Yeah.
you do so much more in the background, and thank you so much for bringing these
Yeah,
exams.
exactly.
Yes.
Uh, you
Yeah.
know, so
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I really appreciate you acknowledging that fact. It was a little bit of struggle, definitely, to get all these things arranged, but the satisfaction is, kids are able to benefit, and it gives them a milestone. So
Yes.
as you said, it's an art. There is no end to learning in it,
Right.
but just keeps them on a track without losing ground on any things that can
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
that's
Really appreciate the effort you have taken to make it so easy for us. I'm sure otherwise it would have been a lot more work on us parents. You unloaded that from us. So thank you for
good. Yeah, thanks a lot for acknowledging that. And I know Vamshi, one of our earliest students. We didn't have that setup, so he had to
that. Yeah.
travel to California.
I remember.
Yeah.
Yes. So about recitals, have you been enjoying the annual recitals? And what about Tarun? Is is he excited about recitals?
I am very excited about this. I have some more than him. Lovely to see all the kids come on the stage and then perform. And
Yeah.
as Naresh said, it gives them a goal, and then they
Correct.
towards the goal. They want to perform well with their peers and
Correct.
do well. So yeah, I think that gives them a challenge, also confidence for them to go and perform and prove to themselves that they can
Yes.
also do. And when they
Yes.
start getting applause and everything, then
Yes.
get more confidence, I think.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
Personally, I love classical music too. I listen a lot of vocals, and I really love tabla also when tabla accompaniment goes on. And sometimes I listen to tabla solos also.
All right.
Listen a lot more than what I'm doing now, but when I see these performances, these recitals, the atmosphere when you do it in an auditorium, it comes across at a certain a very different level, and it is so much
Correct.
enjoyable than any
Right.
things that you watch or
Right. Right.
see, right? So
Right.
certainly, I really missed it last year. Hopefully,
Yeah.
we'll have one this
Yes.
year.
Hopefully. Yeah.
So
So
yeah, the recitals are wonderful things.
that's fantastic. So this year we are going to do it online, unfortunately, because we are not sure of the
I understand.
vaccination
Yeah,
the
yeah,
schedule and everything. But we'll do it online. Hopefully, we can make it as exciting. I think there you'll miss some aspects of the in-person auditorium, but
right.
let's see. We'll try to make it. We and the students. Hopefully, we can make it attractive and enjoyable for you.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
come up with something.
I'm sure you'll do something great.
Let's see.
As
Yes.
always, right?
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you. So about how was Tarun's journey for tabla? As I said, it's not easy, and there's a lot of students who sometimes are forced to give up for whatever reason. They find it too difficult or whatever. What do you think? Did you face this? Tarun face any frustrations on the way? Did he? Was there any time that you thought that he's not making enough progress to warrant going in a class or did anything of that sort happen at any point of time? Did he
Uh,
find it too difficult at any point of time, or
no, fortunately, like Tarun is one of those kids where he can pick up things fast. So we've been really blessed.
We think so.
I mean, from what
yes?
I've seen
No, no,
on these things,
I
we've been,
second him on that totally.
we have
So
been blessed with such a kid with such a wonderful talent. So,
right,
and the kudos goes to Vanita to recognize that and then introduce this to Tarun. So
right,
I think when he starts playing, the issue always with Tarun has been like starting the initial push to start the thing, right?
right,
Once he starts it, he's good. So that's been our only challenge. Like every now and then we push him, right?
right,
And this is an issue during the regular school year. I mean the classes, but whenever there is a recital or things like that, he is more motivated to do
right,
this more. So other than
right.
we haven't had any issue at nowhere in the past at any point in the time we have been in a situation where we thought he was not doing enough or anything like that.
Got it, got it.
Blessed
Fan-
so far. So
Yeah.
that yeah.
That's awesome, man. That's been my experience as well with Tarun. At any point of time, anything new we do, he's quick to pick it up. By the next week, he's already been working on it, and he's showing progress, consistent progress. So I'm never worried about anything, any complexity, anything that I ask Tarun to do, he picks it up, and and I'm sure that this aspect of his behavior or attitude reflects in other spheres of his activity as well.
Yes.
It does.
It does, yeah. I
So
don't know. I feel like he's good with the patterns when you introduce new things. I feel that he's able to grasp. I
grasp
don't
the yeah,
know how it is with other children,
right,
but that is the feeling.
Yeah.
You are the one who should.
correct. Yes, yes. No, I'm telling you, as I said, grasping is definitely it's one of his top features, characteristics. As soon as I said, he gets it, whatever level of complexity it is. So I think uh, some kids they're what do you call it? There's the abstract thinking abilities are good, and I believe because of doing these things, it also enhances their capabilities. So I'm sure it uh, it will help Tarun, in other fields of his endeavor as well.
Yeah.
Um, and now he's in eighth grade,
Eighth grade, yeah.
Yeah.
eighth grade now. So we with him at fifth level, it's pretty possible that before he gets busy with the college stuff, he will be able to complete all the seven levels of certification,
Oh,
which
wow,
is
okay.
yeah. So we'll see how it goes. We're not
Yeah.
pushing it too much, but the final levels are a little tougher as well.
Mhm.
So like the dance folks have a rangetram in their
Hmm.
we have a
Right.
rang pravesh at the end of the seventh certificate where
Oh,
he has to
Oh,
okay.
perform a public concert to clear the last level of
I
certification.
see.
Okay.
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 So we may do that for all the students who get there, but I'm pretty confident about him. So he will not have any problems unless
Yeah.
the only thing is he shouldn't get busy with the college stuff before that happens. So hopefully that's and also a lot of our students are using it as demonstrating it as an extracurricular activity in their college admissions,
Okay.
which is
Mm.
helping them. Even Vamshi, I was talking to him, and he believed that it helped him immensely for
Oh, that's great.
for
Okay.
the. So hopefully that happens. So
Mhm.
for for people who are thinking about getting their kids into tabla, uh, sometimes parents have a lot of concerns about what instrument, classical instrument, how much effort it takes, what age they should get the students in, what's been your experience, and do you have any advice for new parents who are thinking of their kids starting tabla or joining tabla masters in that sense?
Yeah, I think first the child has to be interested in doing that. This is my opinion. If the
Right.
parents are pushing the children, sometimes the child takes to it, sometimes the child doesn't want to.
Doesn't.
So it becomes easier when the child is the one who wants to do it, but oftentimes children don't know. So
Correct.
parents have to push them in certain.
Right.
Um, but try to keep at it at least for some time. I would say if parents are trying it and
Right.
be consistent with your kid, ask them to practice,
Correct.
and
Yeah.
hopefully they'll take to it.
Correct.
Yeah.
Correct.
I want to
And
add.
yeah,
So,
yeah. Go ahead, please.
so I mean, Tarun, he has all the skills, but then he's also a child who's very soft.
Right.
So he's not someone that will perform well in a very
Stressful.
stressful environment. So,
Right.
and from what we have seen from you, we think you are a perfect teacher because you make it easy for the
Very
kids,
true.
and you go down to their level, and then you interact them with at their level, and they feel comfortable, spending time and learning from you, right? I think that has been one of the biggest factors with him sticking with tabla, because
True.
I don't know how you would have performed had the teacher been more strict and more strenuous and more stressful than
Right.
what you do, right? Your way of teaching really suited Tarun.
Got it. Got it.
And so your approach really will help any child who's soft and a little bit shy,
Right. Right.
they don't
Right.
worry about, facing those tough environment when they come to you. I think the credit goes to you when it comes to Tarun.
Yeah.
Okay.
That bit.
That.
I
Thank
don't
you for the.
know if you remember Shiva Garu. Initial days, I used to come and sit in your class when Tarun
Right.
was playing. I've never seen you stressed out. You're always smiling. Always, at least during the class time. I think
Correct.
that gives a lot of motivation to the kids.
Got it.
Like I said, if it was a different master, we don't know how Tarun would have done it.
Got
But
it.
personality also, I think,
Suited him.
Got
uh,
it. Got
suited
it.
Yeah.
him and I think it'll help a lot of children too. The way you are with the children,
Got it. Got it.
it
Yeah.
motivates them.
Yeah, thanks a lot for the compliment. Yes, I mean, I do enjoy my time with the kids, and it's always a pleasure to interact with them. And every time they come up with something new, it's just amazing for me. So I enjoy my time with them as much as they do. I'm so glad that Tarun liked it, and you all liked it too.
Yeah,
So
definitely. Yes.
that's awesome. So I think uh, um that's good advice for parents. What,
Definitely.
do you have any suggestions for us to improve on what we are doing right now as a educational organization? Uh, what can we do better to make it more rewardable, rewarding for the students or kids like Tarun?
Okay. I think we're already doing everything great. But only one thing that comes to my mind is I know you are preparing them for the exams. Also, like once in
Right.
um, I felt like Tarun was stressed out during the time. I know
Got
even
it.
this time he was stressed out, and he was waking up like 6 o'clock in the morning, and he was studying and all those things at least for 2 weeks.
Right.
Um, that preparation, if it can start little bit early, I don't know,
Got
like
it.
the hand
Sure.
symbols and
The
stuff like
hand
that. Yeah,
symbols.
yeah,
Yeah.
that
Sure.
stressed him out a lot.
Sure. Yes.
Those things, if it can be part of the regular
Got
curriculum,
it.
like every time you're teaching,
Got it. Got it.
I mean, that's the only thing I can
Yeah.
think of.
I mean,
Yep, sure. I think we'll
yeah.
make it a part. What happens is a lot of parents also want the performance aspect and so half the year we were spending in behind getting them ready for a performance, and a half year we focus on the exam. So sometimes it does get, as they are getting onto the higher levels, does get a little difficult. So yeah, we'll make it a point to continue the preparation for the exams throughout the year, and I think that will help them. And yes, I do agree. There's some aspects of it which are, is not easy as easy as reading it. If he just reads it and he gets it, it's not that easy. Sometimes you have to like really work hard to get it right, because there's a
Yeah.
Yeah.
timing issue. There are timing issues. There's the coordination issues where you have to say something with the hand coordination
Okay.
while you have to play something in relation to the lehra. These are things which just take time. So a little bit of stress is expected, but I totally get you. We can start doing the more difficult things a little bit more in advance, so that by the time they come to the exam, they have those things under control, and
Yeah.
they can probably do the lighter stuff, which is reading through the theory or something like that in the do during the towards the end. So I get your point. We'll make it a point to uh,
Thank you.
cover that.
Sure.
Cover that.
But overall, you've been doing an amazing job. Just keep it up. We love
Thank,
love
thanks. Thanks
you're
a lot.
doing stuff, and
Tarun
we've
enjoys
seen
it.
and we have seen the progress in Tarun's tabla too. I mean, it's getting more and more enjoyable to listen when he plays. So
Correct.
just
Correct.
continue what you're doing. Thank you.
That's
I'm
great.
motivated kids.
Yeah. Thanks a lot for sharing your thoughts, advice for parents, and advice for us all in the organization or the academy. So thank you for taking the time.
Sure.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Shivagaru.
Thank you, Shivaru.